All right, so if you want to test the action of a rod without even being at the river, you're gonna need a cat. Now I know what you're thinking, this is completely genius, and for those that didn't think that, the Tom Davis review is in the description. Hey, what is up guys? Skiddy Fishing here, and making my intro at the end of the video because I got right into fishing after work today, and I'm fishing a brand new rod that you may not have even heard of, and you may not have even known that it was coming out, but this is the DRAGONtail Ragnarok 400. So let's talk about this rod real quick, and then we'll get right down to it. So Brent, owner of DRAGONtail, has basically remodeled and rebirthed the Nirvana 400. So that rod is pretty much out of commission. I believe he still has plenty of spare parts for those that still own the Nirvana 400, but this is the brand new remodeled version of it. So, but it is still a 400 nonetheless. And I'll tell you what, man, it looks just like the DRAGONtail Mini. It's like the DRAGONtail Talon Giant, if anything. So maybe that's why they call it Ragnarok. Maybe that's some of the inspiration behind it. I actually really like the new one a lot more. I'll kind of dive into that later as well, but we are at Familiar Creek fishing a 13-foot fixed length rod, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and let me know if you have any questions. What I'd like to do is catch a few on this rod and then swap back to the other one so I can get like a side-by-side comparison. Got one. All right. They're taking flies, dries. Just a little guy. All right, first fish on in the first couple minutes. Let this little guy go. There he goes. First fish on Ragnarok. I like it. It's definitely the most pippy name out of all the DRAGONtail rods. You know, especially since a lot of Tenkara kind of goes for the Japanese style names. This kind of seems to have a little bit more of the Nordic name to it. And I'm just speculating Nordic. I'm not an expert with mythology in any means. You know, this is definitely more of a creek that I would prefer a 10-foot rod on. But given the amount of time I had to fish today, I knew this was the best one that had the most opportunities, one that would give me the best castability overhead, so on and so forth. See, challenges where a 13-foot rod doesn't let you really cast is underneath this tree, but at the same time, I found a nice little hole here. Got one. Oh, I saw that take too. Okay, see, that action feels much better. This guy's fighting. See if I can get the rod arc here. This guy is probably, I'm gonna guess maybe a 6-incher. There we go. Got him landed without even getting stuck in a tree. That is a 9-incher, 6 and 3. Heck yeah. Let this little guy go. And there he goes. So aesthetically, this DRAGONtail rod looks exactly like the Talon Mini. It's got the same blue, the same font, color scheme kind of going on. And I like it. It's cool. I find it very welcoming. And this is kind of what we're fishing right now. So let's keep going before it gets dark. So while I'm kind of fishing and talking, so when Brent texted me about this rod, he mentioned, you know, they wanted a new look, but they wanted to show a couple of tributes to the original Nirvana 400. So it's got kind of the same sock. It's got the same color rod tube, although I do find the new rod tube on the Ragnarok a bit of an improvement. Oh, I didn't even see that. I found the new tube a bit of an improvement, and as much as I love the Nirvana line, and I totally agree that it's a better rod than, well, I'd say a more premium rod. You know, the tube of the original Nirvana 400, I just wasn't a fan of. I didn't like how flush the rod tube cap was, and it actually fell off on me on my original one. Not a big deal, you know, I mean, there's better the tube than the rod, so I had a good attitude about it. But I like how they went with the traditional DRAGONtail rod tube. It looks just like the Mizuchi rod tube, but it's only silver. So some stuff kind of resembles the original Nirvana 400, but it's almost like they took the Talon Mini color scheme and just made a 13-foot rod out of it. Does it feel different than the other Nirvana? I don't know if I've caught enough fish yet. Got one. There we go. Okay, so here's the rod arc. He's gonna come down the waterfall. He's fighting like a brown. I know there's cutthroat in here, but the browns, man, they know exactly where to go when they're caught. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry, buddy, I dropped you. Okay. Fly choice here is a Purple Haze. I'll put it on the clip here. If you watch any Tenkara video that I have made in the last entire summer, this is pretty much my fly of choice in all of those creeks. Ooh. Oh, what was that? I don't think I hit that tree. Ooh. All right, guys, so just a quick intermission. Thoughts so far. Okay, so let's be honest. I was fishing and I snapped the Ragnarok. I personally am trying to be as honest as I can, and I feel like if it were my fault, I would just straight up tell you that, because I karate chopped a T-hunter in half in one of my earlier videos in the year, and there was no denying it. It was my fault. Bought the new section, kept off fishing it, and I love the T-hunter. Ragnarok for this situation, I don't know. There was a tree just slightly above me. I just don't know if I would have hit it hard enough for that to break, and I don't remember even feeling anything. So I think it was just kind of a minor defect in the manufacturing of that specific blank. Now, do I think you're gonna go through this if you pick up a Ragnarok? I'm gonna tell you in confidence, no, because in the company that I work for, we manufacture hundreds of thousands of products, and I would say 85% of them end up being just fine. But there's always gonna be a few flaws in the batches. I know a few of you got the Talon Mini and it shipped to you with a broken tip. Doesn't mean it's a bad rod. You got your new sections, you kept on fishing, and hopefully the amazing customer service of DRAGONtail made up for that. So I firmly believe in the DRAGONtail product, and I firmly believe that this was just a quirky mishap, and I'm sure that most people are not gonna go through that. There we go. Just a little guy. get my hands wet here. Man, such a big fly for such a little trout. Okay, there he goes. I almost said fly away, little buddy, but I don't know if he knows how to do that. Hell yeah. Oh, that was a big one. Oh, that was a little one. What the heck? I was just going to recast. Oh man, that was fun. I mean, naturally would have preferred the bigger fish, but hey, you know what? Thank you, fish gods. Oh man, I love it. Sometimes fate's gonna make the choice it's gonna make. Nice. I saw that at the last second. Woo! Get over here. Nice. Heck yeah. Okay. There you go, buddy. That's a good pocket right there. Right there. See, told you. I almost thought that was a brook trout for a second. That was so dark at first. I jinxed myself by saying this, but I've only fished one fly the entire time. That's 5X tippet with the Shogun furled line. Oh, got another one. All right. Next cast. We're in good pockets now. This water feels so good. I mean, the high here in Utah right now in this area is like 85 during the day. And it's just a nice, cool mid-70s. I mean, my elevation isn't super high. While I'm mentioning furled line, I don't necessarily love it. The temperatures were like 13 miles per hour when I got here. Not temperatures, the wind was about 13 miles per hour. And so I knew I needed something with durability that would kind of, you know, maybe cut down the wind. And it fared pretty well. I don't think that high wind stuck for long. I have a good feeling about that one. Yep. Don't you love it? You know you're in a really good creek if you can say stuff like that and then make it work. That's a cutthroat. That's the first cutthroat of the night. Heck yeah. I was wondering when we were gonna start seeing them. That's the state fish right there, even if it's tiny. Took a picture of him and he just flew away. Popped out of my hand. Hell yeah. That's a good cutthroat. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Oh my goodness. All right. Shut down that pool. Yes. 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 There you go. Heck yeah. Wow. That was in his eye. Oh yes, that is big. That is big. Oh, all right. That's a good one. All right, you are not making a run for it. I saw that. I saw him come right back for it. Ugh. Yes. Come on. Oh my goodness. Gotcha. Let's get you right back to your pool, buddy. You probably got big because of a pool like that. All right, buddy. Go right back to your home. As far as comparing the Nirvana and the Ragnarok, they both feel very similar to me. Personally, I can't tell you, whoa, that is a difference. That's a night and day. Aside from aesthetics, I do think the new rod looks a lot better. And, you know, I don't know. As far as like its performance, though, I don't necessarily think it's better or worse. There was that unfortunate circumstance that we had earlier. But again, guys, I really am just such a believer in the DRAGONtail product line. And I'm not paid to say that. I actually have to pay for this rod. So hopefully that says something about it. But in regards to that, if you do not have a fixed 13-foot rod or a 13-foot rod, a lot of them are so heavy. You know, people compare Wasatch Tenkara and DRAGONtail Tenkara, and a lot of them are, you know, they have their benefits. Like Wasatch rods are so strong, and man, you can pull, you don't have to fear about having a fish break the rod. But I'm also not fishing creeks that hold fish in consistencies that I'm scared to break my rod. So for that, I do actually like the softer actions on some of these 13-foot rods. Also, Wasatch rods do have a little bit of a heavier swing weight, and so do some of the DRAGONtail rods. The Hydra is notably heavier in casting than this. This is a very soft 13-foot rod, and actually I might be going to Yellowstone this year or somewhere in Montana, I'm not sure yet. And it's like, if I want a 13-foot rod, this is the one I want to bring, because I don't want to walk all day in big rivers with a heavy rod. So this rod is probably big river material in the sense of just not being fatigued all day. So, but big fan of it. I'm now the owner of 2 basically Nirvana rods. I'm actually going to donate the Nirvana 400 to my brother, who has yet to have his first Tenkara rod. So I'm excited to give it to him. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. If you're in the market for a Ragnarok, definitely click that link below. And it just gives me some credit for watching the video and finding out about the product. So, but man, beautiful, beautiful day. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And Brent, thank you so much for the opportunity, my friend. I hope you guys know that Tenkara customer service is next level. Like, I can't say anything bad about any of the companies, including Tenkara USA and Wasatch Tenkara. But upon Brent talking to me about this rod, I did mention a broken blank that I had purchased for the Hydra in my recent video. He sent me a new one, and it actually got lost in the mail. And then he just sent me a second one without even really questioning it. So just what a stud of a guy. Definitely knows how to operate a business. And it's getting dark, so we're gonna get back to the car before Bigfoot comes and kidnaps me. But with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Tight lines, everyone.